All right, foodies, it is time to get a taste of your fall favorites.
All right, so Lana Harris, as you know, she has the day off today, but she left something behind for us in this morning's Foodie Friday. She talks with a best-selling cookbook author and chef.
Well, fall is here, and our guest is going to make you fall in love with his cookbook. It is filled with cozy recipes, that you can try with your family this season, and it is a real treat. Here with us is social media star, brilliant person, and founder of Preppy Kitchen, John Kanell. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here in person and sharing some delicious things with you.
That's the first thing I noticed when I walked in here, this delicious food. Can you tell us what's on the table today?
We have a roasted root vegetable chicken pot pie covered with biscuits, and then a browned butter maple vanilla frosted apple cake, and it's gonna blow your mind.
I am so excited to try this because I love cake, love
This is a good
sweets.
one.
But before we take a trip into your culinary world and talk about kind of how you got into these recipes, you used to be a math and a science teacher. You then pivoted to become a chef. Can you talk about what made you change and really how that's helped you?
Yeah, you know, I love teaching. My mom was a teacher, she retired, and when I had kids, I wanted to be there with them and like really work from home and to spend that time, those formative years with them.
Yeah.
So my husband encouraged me to pivot, combine my love of food and education, and teach people how to make delicious dishes to share with their family and friends. And that's how Preppy Kitchen started.
That's awesome. And science and math and cooking, they go together?
They really go hand in hand. I wish I could go back in time and drag my students into my kitchen because there's so many lessons to be had.
Yeah, and I guess it would help you, with the recipes, getting the measurements right?
Part-whole relationships, geometry, like literally everything in math and science can work with baking, and they're hands-on moments. So I love to like include those little lessons on my YouTube channel and really help people out.
Cool, you hear that, kids? Math and science. All right, so you see the cookbook on the table. This thing is already an Amazon bestseller. I mean, it's been out for what, a week?
It's the first week it's out. I'm so excited to start meeting people and just telling the story of the book. It's arranged by the seasons. So in the book, you'll find things that have ingredients that you can get at the market, that are peak freshness, but also fit the vibe of what you want. Because it's fall right now, and it's baking season. We're having cozy things. It's lots of spices. Things are bubbling away and filling your house with wonderful smells. But in the summer, I'm out and about, I'm having picnics, I'm grilling, I want those stone fruit, the peaches, you know, you want to take advantage and like feel the vibe of the season and really celebrate it with the recipes.
Okay, so we're gonna play a little game called True or False.
Oh, I see, okay.
True or false, we get it? False,
Yes.
okay, yeah. Okay, first question, true or false? There is a such thing as too much pumpkin spice in your recipe. You can overdo it, true or false?
Okay, in theory, yes. In practice, no. I love piling the spices on in the fall and winter.
Okay, true or false? A whisk, just regular whisk, is just as good as an electric mixer.
True, it could be better than a mixer because with the mixer, you can overmix your batter. And if you've ever followed a recipe and you're like, oh my gosh, this isn't great, what happened? It's you overmixed the batter. It activated proteins in the flour. Your cake comes out of the oven, looks perfect, comes and deflates and is gummy and dense. With a whisk, you can feel it and know the flour's disappeared. I'm gonna stop mixing. So it could be better.
Wow, the more you know. Okay, well, here's another one that I'm actually guilty of myself. If I don't have baking powder or baking soda and the recipe calls for it, I can still bake without it.
Listen, you can make something even better without it because traditionally, cakes were leavened with meringue or fluffed egg whites. So those egg whites have millions of little bubbles in them. In the oven, they get hot, the air expands, and it'll raise your cake, and it'll be a gentle, beautiful cake that doesn't have that kind of bitter taste that baking soda will have.
Okay, so is this cookbook for beginners or people who just know what they're doing in the kitchen?
There is really something for everybody here, and I would never put a recipe out that's only for advanced people. Like, even if it's something complicated, I'm gonna take you through all the steps and show you in detail exactly how to do it so you feel comfortable and you can have a successful time in the kitchen. That's what I'm all about.
Okay, and with that, I'm gonna get into this cake. Okay, again, I'm looking at the garnish. It's beautiful. Can you explain what I'm looking at?
So this is crystallized thyme. It sounds fancy and it looks pretty, but it's so easy. Just take some fresh thyme, dip it in simple syrup, shake it off, and dredge it in some granulated sugar. It looks like it's kissed with frost.
Oh man, this looks good.
And that cake has a kiss of thyme in it as well. And I love that you took a real bite.
I was about to say, we just talked about taking a TV bite, and I don't do that well.
I love that. That's how you should eat a cake.
This is fantastic.
Oh, thank
Oh
you.
my goodness.